Okay, so I decided to install a brand new Windows 11 default onto a new hard drive because my old hard drive was just getting really crap slow, to be honest with you, and the same was getting slow as well. So as with anything over the years, over time, crap builds up in the background, things start to get slow, things start to do weird things. They don't work the way they used to when you had it at brand new in the beginning. So I've installed a new Windows 11 fresh out of the box, updated it, and this series of how-tos is just going to go through what I normally do. I work in IT, so what we normally do when we do a clean install of Windows. First things first, when you install Windows 11 or any operating system, hopefully Microsoft won't be doing too many more Windows updates to more different Windows 2050 or whatever. Anyways, when you open up the task manager, you're going to have a pile of processes still in there. Mainly, I have installed Antivirus and a couple other apps, so they're there. You should have clean, nothing, pretty much just the Windows background apps should be in there for you. Under performance, if you leave it sitting there for a minute or two and watch it, normal clean Windows install will have utilization should be only 1 or 2%. Nothing crazy there should be happening. You should not be seeing 50 or 60% utilization. If you are, there's something seriously wrong with the new install. But for the normal thing, it's a couple of percent utilization. As I say, mine is probably more than you'll actually see. Yours will probably sit at 1 or 2%. Mine is just popping up and down a bit because there's a couple of more extra apps installed on it. Processes, you're going to see over 100 and something anyways. That's because Microsoft, in its great wisdom, decided to put a whole load of crap in the background that we don't really need. We're going to get rid of those. I'm going to show you how to do that. Your everything else should be pretty much quiet. Your GPU shouldn't be doing much. But that's the clean install. So now that we've installed the clean install, what I normally do is very first thing I do is install an antivirus. I use Bitdefender. You can use any antivirus you want to use. I find Bitdefender pretty good. So before you do anything, connect to anything else, make sure you've installed Bitdefender or an antivirus onto it straight away from day one. The other thing that I install as well is, and I'll put a link in the description below, is I installed GlassWire, little free app. And the reason I install that is it allows you to see what is happening on your network card, what things are connecting out to the internet and communicating out back and forward to the internet. Reason I do this is it shows up a lot of stuff that Windows in the background is sending and receiving from your computer to the internet, even though you're not you haven't really told it to do it. It does it. In here for me, as I say, you'll see a lot of apps that have installed OBS, Game Bar, so you can know all the stuff in here. You should have very little in here. You should have your antivirus if you've installed it. It'll probably be communicating back and forward. Other than that, you shouldn't have anything else. But what you will have is you'll have window processes in the background, which are communicating back and forward. You can take a look at those later on, but you can stop things in here. You can block them if you want. And that GlassWire is an absolute lifesaver. Later on down the road, if your network drive is really, or your network connection, under Task Manager, Performance, if you're seeing your network connection, Ethernet, going crazy, sending and receiving megabits, hundreds of megabits or whatever of data, you can always come into GlassWire and see if you're not doing anything and there's no web browser opened and it's just Windows and you're not simming or you're not doing anything at all, it pretty much shouldn't be only a couple of kilobits maybe sending and receiving in here. You shouldn't have a crazy amount of megabytes, and that's where GlassWire comes in. You can go into GlassWire and see what is actually, see how Xbox app is popping up here and where it's connecting to. You can actually see what's connecting out through your network. So that's really handy. So that's your antivirus and this GlassWire. So once you've got those installed, I would run the Windows updates. I've done it, so you just go into Windows, check for updates, click on update, and it'll go in checking all the Windows updates that you need. Get those all updated straight away. So that's your Windows update done. The next thing I do to get rid of a lot of the bloatware and crap that's sitting behind Windows that you don't need, that takes up resources, is to install two apps that I found. One of them being Winhance. So I'll put a link in the description below to Winhance. I'll quickly show you what this is. I won't go into it in crazy in depth. There's a lot better YouTubers out there that go into it way more in depth, but what it actually allows you to do is when you open it, pretty much self-explanatory. You can uninstall and install software using it. So you can uninstall Windows apps that come pre-packaged with Windows 11 that nobody ever asks for and nobody ever wants. So things like Bing search, I don't know who's asking for that. Windows technicians must think everybody needs it. MSN weather, you can switch that off. So what you do is you install this Winhance, come into it. What you can do is if you wanted to clean all the apps off, all the Windows apps, I wouldn't advise it. You can actually select all and then go remove selected items. That'll remove all of these apps off your machine. One thing you need to be careful though is that the ones with the little red arrows and a dash through them, it means that Winhance can uninstall them, but it can't reinstall them from here. Doesn't mean that you can't reinstall them again, it just means it's not as easy as the ones that it can reinstall. It just means you got to go to Windows Store or somewhere else and download those little apps if you want them back on again. So what I would do is I'd unselect all of these, go through the apps that you don't want. As I said, up here it'll tell you what each thing does. So what I uninstall is the usual Microsoft News, Office Hub, Paint 3D. I know the Office Hub and Paint 3D can't reinstall from here, but I can reinstall if I ever wanted to reinstall, not that I want to. Skype, tips, I've gone through them all and taken off. So what to uninstall one, Copilot is on here as well. OneDrive, people thing, I don't know what the hell that is. But to uninstall it, you simply just click on, it's not going to do it, click on Corona, whatever the hell you call it. Click on the apps, select them all, the little box, go up here and go remove selected app and it'll remove it. Click on that and it'll remove it. If you want to reinstall the app again, just click on it, come back in here, click on it and go install app. As I say, if it lets it be installed from here, it'll reinstall it. Otherwise, you'd have to install it from somewhere else. So you can scroll down here, Windows capabilities. You can disable or re-enable them, uninstall them. Again, the little red, make sure you can see which one can reinstall. Optional features, same thing, uninstall, reinstall. Then the good thing in here is you can click on external software and you can now install from here things such as the Brave web browser, Chrome web browser. You can Firefox, all the web browsers, Zip, WinZip, WinRAR, different gaming software, imaging software. Discord is in here as well, so you can actually, I want to install Discord and I want to install GIMP, GIMP, I call it GIMP, I don't know. So you can click on those two. That's all at the minute, and then we can simply scroll up and down too quick. Install selected items. It'll tell you what you want to install. And it will, and you can see the GlassWires, seeing that's communicating out to the internet. So it'll download them and install them from here. So pretty much really handy, rather than having to go looking for the websites and install them from there. So that's pretty cool with this Winhance. The other thing you can do is that's install, uninstall apps. You can come into optimize in here, and this gives you the whole optimization of Windows. So in here you can switch off hibernation, switch it on, power throttling for power plans, you can gaming performance, there's all options in here that you can switch off and switch on. And once you switch those off or switch them on, all you need to do is, I think all you need to do is switch them off or switch them on. I don't think you need to click anything for that, but again, I'll put a link in the description below to this, and I'll put, so as you can see, there we go. So that's our apps installed, Discord and our imaging app. So this Winhance is really good, up to Discord's websites and stuff. Is really good for keeping control of all the crap on your Windows 11, turning things off, uninstalling stuff, installing stuff. Again, I'll put a link to one of the streamers where I found it. He goes into it really in depth if you want to really follow exactly what each thing, but it's pretty much self-explanatory. Says what it does, what it says on the tin, sort of thing. The other one that I did find, so that's Winhance. The other one that I did find, if we close Winhance, okay, blah blah blah. We close down GlassWire. The other one I did find is Crapfixer. Again, does what it says on the tin. If it opens for me. Okay. So Crapfixer, like Winhance, again allows you to switch off a lot of the crap in the background of Windows 10 and 11. Seeing that probably Windows 11 now, because Windows 10 is running out in October, the support for it, so everyone should be updating to Windows 11, and I'll probably do a video on that as well to help people out. But this Crapfixer, again, I'll put a link in the description below, and I'll put a link to the streamer where I seen them explaining how they go into real in depth. This allows you to switch off things like you can disable Edge, MS Edge, different settings on it. The UI, you can actually change the Windows 11 UI so that it looks more like Windows 10, which means you can take the start button and put it over to the left hand side like Windows 10. You can disable search on it. You can disable disable Bing search as well. You can turn it into dark mode. Gaming, privacy, you can disable ads that pop up in the background. You don't show the Copilot and taskbar, you can get rid of all the crap that Microsoft decided that everybody wants to use without actually asking everybody, do you want to use it? See, you can take control of Windows and have it the way you want it, not the way Microsoft technicians think you want it. So that's what it does. And the good thing with this quickly is if you go in here and you disable all these things and something weird goes on and Windows goes, you've broken something and nothing works, you can come back in here again and you can restore it back before you actually done the change. So you can reverse the changes, which is always good. So that is Crapfixer and Winhance. Our antivirus installed, our Windows updated, and pretty much that is the start of Windows 11 working better for you. You've got the Windows 11 installed, refreshed with the Windows updates. You got all the crap out of the background of it. What I might do in another video, I think, is if we go into Task Manager, I know that there's 221 processes working in the background at the moment, and I don't think we need half of those processes. What I will actually do maybe is do another video on how to get rid of a lot of the processes that don't need to be in the background, using up all your resources. Those processes are probably linked to are linked to Windows services that start up automatically. So we may do another video on that to show you how to clear out a few of those. This is really just to get you to a stage where Windows has enough things installed that it works fine, no glitches, no crashes, no blue screens, but to get rid of all the crap that Microsoft thinks that everybody wants and nobody really wants in the background, so that it will help you not only in your Windows operating system, but I really think is going to help you in the sim as well. Microsoft 2024, any other sims that you use, any other games or anything. If your operating system is running efficiently with the least amount of services running, it's going to allow the games and the sims to use all the rest of the resources that are freed up that don't need to be active and running. So, as always, if anybody has any questions, just drop them in the comments below and I'll get back to you. And I hope that has helped a few people out there to see how to get your operating system down to bare minimum. Well, bare minimum at the minute. We'll see if we can get reduced in another video, but get all the resources that you don't need operating, get rid of them. But we'll leave it at that, and I will talk to you later. Bye.